Hello guys, this is Avenue 4J and we are right now in Eden editor in Arma 3. It's right now the time for me to stream, but the internet is not cooperating with us, so I thought it would be better to do something offline and create some content. I like flying the planes, and I have seen people who like the flying planes in Arma 3. Not everyone can fly it, so there are very good tutorials on YouTube. You can always find that, but maybe someone will like my way of flying because I learned it the hard way by crashing so many planes on live server. So I will not suggest you guys to do it on a live server. You can do it over here, Eden editor. When I started playing this game, I didn't know that the Eden editor could be used for things like that. I saw it on some I kind of an official Bohemia Interactive promoted channel back from 5 years or 3 years ago. It was an old video, but it was very informational. From there I learned that the Eden editor could be used for tutorials and things like that. Let's try to see in for here. Let's first try the airplanes that are easy for me to fly. I don't know, let's see what we can do. So now here you see in the NATO you see planes and Blackwasp. So let's try to in this and press shift and drag it to the way we want to face it. So we want to join in as this player. So this is the icon for the player. We right click on it. Does it work? Yes, it works. Now here's the button. It's called play as the character. So we can do that. Now we are joining in the game. Let me turn the camera on. So we will learn to fly the jet Blackwasp today. First thing is that whenever you find a jet Blackwasp on a USS, when you scroll your mouse, you see several things here. So right now I want to show you the folding thing. Now this, what it does, it folds the wings and makes the plane more compact to park it on the USS. So when you are on a USS, you need to unfold the wings, scroll your mouse wheel, and then press shift to select whatever the menu is on the menu, and we have unfolded the wings. So when on USS or even on ground, if the wings are folded, you scroll and pick the option and press space. What am I saying? Press space to activate that option. So we have unfolded our wings. Now you want to start the engine. Now you can always start the engine by pushing throttle. What is my throttle? I always forget that. It's shift, I guess, here, and Z to throttle down. So you can always press shift to start the engine, but the plane will start moving. And on USS and short places where you have short runways, you don't want to do that. You can use the menu to start the engine, so the engine will start and the plane will not move. So we have started the engine from the menu. The best way to fly the plane is from cockpit. Enter the numpad enter to enter the cockpit. Now you can see we can move around freely. We don't want that because we will be using our mouse to control the jet. To fine-tune it, we will be using AWSD, etc. to fly it like we drive a vehicle, or like you would fly in a GTA or something. But for fine-tuning the flight path, you use the mouse like a joystick to fly it. So we are inside the cockpit. Now let's lock the camera so that right now the mouse is free. We don't want it to free. We press double alt to lock it. Now we are moving the mouse, but it's not working. We are not moving. Now I'm moving the mouse and all the flaps are moving up and down, with which you can control or fine-tune the movement of the jet. Let's start flying then. Let's get in the cockpit. Now you press shift to fly up. We'll throttle the engine to 100% and we'll try to reach a speed of something like 200 kilometers per hour more. Right now we have it. We will use Q and E to move. If the plane is running off the runway, we can use that, and S to throttle up in the air, or you can use the mouse, move the mouse to up, get in the air. Now when we are in the air, press G to get the landing gears up. Down. Oh, Blackwasp has navy. Why we find it on USS. Now on air, and suppose we are in combat, we try to fly low. Everyone has their own preferences. I like flying it at around 30 to 40. That's my sweet spot. And I use the flaps. You can use the flaps from the menu. I normally do is I press and hold control and scroll down the wheel twice. We have flaps down and one more click and then one down. What it does, it slows down your speed. Right now we are flying at 700 kilometers per hour and it's dropping a lot. You can see on the HUD, on our helmet HUD, and also on the HUD on the top left corner. So we are slowing down a bit. but at 38% throttle and with flaps, it will be somewhere around 400-300 kilometers per hour, which is very maneuverable. And if you're firing something or chasing a jet which is coming towards you, it is a good speed to be at. Now we are trying to turn out. We'll try to land this plane. Let's put the map in a flat mode. I don't want to see the textures, they confuse me. We'll try to land back to this airport. We'll draw a line pressing Control and then hold Shift. Crashing. That's the funny thing when you look on the map and press buttons. The jet takes the controls and to crash on the ground. So let's keep the nose up, at least 5 degrees up, and then now press Shift and right click to place a marker which you can see without the map and a line to the runway so that we do not miss it. This HUD on the side, on the left side, we place it on navigation, that is map. Now we can see it. The line we have placed here will be visible in that map when we close. Let's try to turn the map up and keep turning. We see turning. I do this to have a better idea of which direction we are going. Also tends to crash me a lot, so we'll have to keep an eye on the map and here so that we don't crash and plunge into water. So right now we are trying to move up here, give fuel here, and then turn to this side. When we are in the air, we can press and hold Alt to move and see if we can see the runway. So there is one interesting thing about the runway. And also, let me first tell you about the Alt. If we double click Alt, we are free. We hold Alt, we look at this, and when we leave the Alt, we get back to our normal vision. It's very useful in combat. Up high, you want to see the other planes, maybe it's flying up here, we are searching for it, and then snap back to normal. And you can now move the mouse to fine tune the path the plane is flying. We have a runway up there somewhere. Let's see, check it on the map. It's the runway, but you can't see it. Now to see the runway on your HUD, you have to press G. Landing gear. When your landing gear is down, you can see something kind of straight line, and that line is your runway. So now you see that your runway is up there. Even reason you don't want to see your map, you can know that the runway is like this. You can see the entire runway up there. See, it's from this side to this side. So maybe we'll start turning to normal, and we turn the plane slowly. Slow down a bit. Our flaps are down, gears are down. Without the gears down, we don't see the runway. Fly on an average speed around. When the runway is out of the HUD, you don't see it. So you hold Alt and we are going down. So let's bring the nose up and throttle up a bit because we were flying too low. Because our flaps are down, 30 to 40% sometimes cannot keep the plane up. Where are we right now? Try to move up to this side, up, and this is our runway. We'll try to, our line of approach will be from here. Line, you can see 7.5 kilometer marker up there. That's this thing we have placed on the map. It's wherever we want, and just behind that is the runway. Keep a slow approach, something speed. We are still 5 clicks away, so there's nothing to worry. We'll have to keep a safe approach within speed around 200-250 kilometers per hour for landing. We have a lot of time. We are in a straight line, so we have enough time to control the speed. So we are now throttling down. You can also hold X on keyboard to use kind of rudder brake. It slows down a lot. Let me show you by pressing X. Stopping fast. So if you have to do a sudden slowdown, you can hold X to do that. Don't want to slow down too much. See, the plane is stalling now. Wherever we are pointing, we are stalling a lot. Let's speed up. Don't want to crash. We don't want to crash. We can always put up our flaps, but don't want to do that. Because I like flying with flaps down. It gives me more control. Okay, we can see the runway. We are pretty close. We are around 300 km per hour. Let's see if we can make this landing. Our gears are down, so we can see the runway. You always know that whenever you can see the runway on your HUD, marked like a rectangle up ahead, you know that your gear is down. That's a better way to know. So let's slow down a bit. We will touch the runway at 250 or something. Now we are around 250. That looks fine. We cannot touch the. We'll put the nose up a little bit as soon as we touch the runway. Nose up, nose up, nose up, and we have smoothly landed. We can go down as much as you want. Now we pull down the throttle and hold X to slow down faster. We have safely touched down. So that's it. Maybe you find it interesting, maybe will not. So let's turn, keep the throttle at 10% and we'll lapse up because we will need high speed to get up in the air. We need something around 200 kilometers. 250 would be. 2 is always a safe speed to land or take off. So we need to get almost all the aircrafts. That was the runway. So let's speed up. Blackwasp are pretty fast. They can take off on half the runway. Runway is an airport terminal, commercial airport terminal, so it's made for something snappy up there. Let's fold the landing gears, see how beautiful the plane is. So let's over. Beautiful is this. Inside the cockpit. Wow. See how interesting. Are we losing height? Yes, we are. So we can always control our HUD. I love the HUD in this Blackwasp. Let's lock the alt. So you need to keep an eye on the vector mainly, where the plane is actually going and when you are pointing. Like when landing, you will have to point up and you will have your vector very low because you will be flying slow. Right now we are flying at 1100 km per hour, almost 1200. At the time of turn, the plane stalls. It will lose a lot of speed, so it will throttle up to 30. Now let's see through the airport. We can't see it. Press G. Now we see the airport. That's another airport. This is another airstrip. This is not a place where we are trying to land. Let's turn then. Let's turn towards the marker. See? You bank and then you turn. That's the best way to turn in planes, especially in fighter planes. You don't have time to do anything. So we will be trying to reach here. There. We have our gear down. If we have that airstrip in our vision, it will show up there. We'll keep an eye on the map on our left side HUD. Down while placing the marker, you always tend throttle because you will have to hold shift and it also affects while you are in the map. So we are trying to land again. We'll have to keep an eye on the speed. If the 300 looks good, if low per hour, off the runway, get it up to the runway, going straight. Good, looks good. Up on the speed a little. Nose up. Nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up. And touchdown. I'm using Q and E to going. Oh! That's why I can't be a good pilot, because you have to have full focus where you're going. So we ran out of runway. We will come back with another tutorial if internet fails on us and we can't do a live stream. Let me know if you like this format of video more or you like the live stream. Bye bye.